next morning, church executives renew their attempt to invite him for a tour. Sweeney promises to call back. But later that day, he and his crew appear across the street from a church facility to film an interview with two former Scientologists who had attempted to extort money from the church. This is not the first time a Panorama reporter had sought out ex-members for interviews maligning the church. In 1987, Panorama aired a story detailing the unsubstantiated allegations of a handful of detractors who had filed a lawsuit against the church for $1 billion. Shortly thereafter, the accusations were disproved, the witnesses discredited, and the lawsuit thrown out of court, with these words from the judge: "This is the most egregious defiance of the law and the court's order that I've ever heard. Each action is dismissed." Not only did Panorama never correct their 1987 story, they justified their dissemination of fraudulent allegations by falsely claiming that the church had never given them access. Church executives reiterate their offer to give Sweeney and the BBC team free access through any one of the 40 church buildings in Clearwater and to meet any of the thousands of Scientologists from all over the world at what is known as the Mecca of Scientology. But despite having spent thousands of pounds flying a three-man crew to Florida, the Panorama team never sets foot inside a church building and doesn't interview a single Scientologist. With this in mind, church executives go to see Sweeney at his hotel. They wait for him in the lobby until he finally shows up at midnight.
We're offering you open access to the church to see it, to come in and film it. Okay. And you don't show up to do it. You fly all the way from England and don't do that. Right. Okay. How is that?
But even in the face of this, instead, Sweeney positions his cameras on the roof of a nearby parking garage to interview one Sean Lonsdale. A convicted drug user and sex offender, he has never been a Scientologist, nor has he been inside a Scientology church.